Hey, this is Dow Too Fast here, and in this video I will be doing a couple of things on this 2004 Nissan Quest with the V6 3.5 engine. And I have to change out the valve cover on the firewall side because it's leaking oil. The car currently has 104,000 miles on it. And being at this mileage, I also need to change out the spark plugs. It's actually due around 100,000. So while I'm back there, I'm going to change the spark plugs and replace the valve cover. Now the reason I need to change the valve cover and not just the seal around is because for the Nissan they use a plastic valve cover, and the O-ring that goes around the spark plug hole, it's not replaceable, it's not serviceable. So I went ahead and got a new replacement valve cover. It's not too expensive. I think it was about maybe $55, so definitely not too expensive. But because the job is quite involved, I am going to break the video into several parts. And I think what I'm going to do is the first video is going to cover removing the intake and the window cowl here. And that's a recommended method from Nissan. It'll give you a little more space to work with. And then after I do that, then I will be removing the plenum to get to the back side of the engine so I can get to the valve cover. So I'll do another video on the valve cover, and then one more video on the spark plugs. So let's get started. Remove the brake fluid cover here, and also remove the cap on the wiper. There are also some caps on the top here on the cowl. I'll remove that. On the side of the window cowl, there are these clips. You need to pop up. So that's released. So on the other side, same thing. You have to release a clip over here, and there's also a clip under this foamy insulation here. On the wiper, remove the two 14mm nut here. Now before you pull the wiper arms out, what I'd like to do is I stuck a piece of low-tack painter's tape on this to give you an idea what angle it is, because when you reinstall it you want to be back at the same position as it was before. And these wiper arms basically just wiggle it a little bit and they'll pop out. Just give it a few wiggles, they'll come out. Now under this rubber seal, you see this white tab here, this white clip. Basically it's holding down the cowl and the metal frame underneath, or metal bracket underneath. So what you can do is get some pliers and try to release it without breaking it. Just give it a little squeeze and they come out. Go along here, the whole edge, and do the same thing. Starting on the passenger side, if you lift the edge up, if you kind of pry it up, there are clips underneath, and just go along the edge and carefully lift the edge of this out. Now in the middle and on that side also, there are two plastic clips, so that needs to be released also. So these are the clips you'll find in the middle and to the right side. Now one thing you got to disconnect is the wiper fluid pipe here. Basically you just twist it. Remove. Don't forget to remove the clips that got left behind here. You got to pull those out and put it back on the window cowl itself. Here's a view of the bottom side of the window cowl. So this gives you an idea where the clips are. On the wiper motor, what you want to do is push in this little tab and disconnect the connector. And then there are 3 screws here holding down the wiper motor. It comes out as a whole entire assembly. So to take this out, lift it up a bit, and then bring this side on the left out first. The whole thing slides out. Then for the wiring harness, for the wiper motor, just squeeze the grommet and bring the wiring harness this side. And then remove the 2 bolts holding down the brake fluid reservoir. After you remove the 2 bolts, just let it sit over here for now. This is the coolant bleeder valve, and it's held in by clips at the back here. Well, these 2 clips ended up being a real pain. There's really no easy way of getting it out without destroying it, so I got a little pry tool here. I just basically pried it out, and those clips are pretty much done. So I'm not sure if you even reuse it. You want to release these clips holding the wire bundle, and get yourself pliers, squeeze it, they'll pop up. The next thing is to remove the negative terminal on the battery. Over here at the car's computer, the ECM, basically these latches, slide the latch over and it'll release the connector. Same thing on this side. Just be very gentle. Now underneath the connector, there are a couple of clips holding it on each side, and these ones are pretty easy to release. Just like a little screwdriver here, and it comes out. Same thing on this side here. Now on top of the area where you have the coolant bleeder valve, there are these clips that you need to remove. So you want to get a flathead and pry this end up, and push the clips out. So let me give you a closer shot. That's what these clips look like. And this thing underneath will come out. Now on this connector here, there's a metal clip here. If you carefully get a flathead and pry this clip up, then you release this, and then the connector will come out. Now at this point, there's going to be a bunch of 10mm that you need to take out. There's a couple of them at the back, in the middle, and I'm going to go around and remove those 10mm, and this piece should slowly work its way out. I now have this piece loose, and I'll show you exactly which bolt I have to take out. There's one here left of the ECM. There's going to be one here, one behind the ECM, two of these, two in the middle, this one, and this one over here at the back, one over here, one at this corner here, and then you take out this one also in the front. Once you do that, this whole piece, just wiggle it, and this whole piece can slide out. Just give you an idea of why you want to, or you prefer to go through this work to get the window cowl out, is because you're going to gain that much more space to work on it. And because I have to also change the valve cover, I need as much space as I can, so the work won't be so difficult.